Thanks again, teammates. Welcome to episode 2 of the LDHR Toolman. In episode 1, we looked at a general overview of 3 toolkits we've created for your use to help you in your role. Beginning with this episode, we'll take a look at some specific applications of the toolkits. Our vision is movements everywhere so that everyone knows someone who truly follows Jesus. And I believe you'll agree that movements everywhere requires movement leaders everywhere. So one key issue that the LDHR toolkits were designed to resource is this need for leaders. But many of our ministries are experiencing a leadership crisis and are encountering difficulty providing the leaders needed to fulfill our God-given mission. How are you doing in this area? Do you have enough of the right kind of leaders for your country? For many, the honest answer to this question is no. So the key question is, how can you ensure a steady flow of both the quantity and quality of leaders you need to achieve your ministry goals? Actually, we already have a process to help do this. It's the leadership pipeline process. So in this episode of the LDHR Toolman, we'll take a quick look at the leadership pipeline process and how the toolkits relate to and help resource it. The leadership pipeline process consists of 4 distinct steps that can be illustrated with this diagram. The first step is to identify the specific leaders that are needed. Step 2 assesses who we have to fill these specific leadership needs. Step 3 seeks to develop those potential leaders so that they'll be able to effectively fill the leadership needs. And Step 4 deals with selecting and deploying the most suitable person to a needed leadership position. All of this is done in an environment of active support and tracking. Now, this leadership pipeline process has been around for quite a while, and you're probably familiar with it. However, although the diagram is easy to understand, its implementation has been fairly limited, and the results often fall far below expectations. So the toolkits have been developed to provide practical guidelines, tools, and resources for the effective implementation of the leadership pipeline process. And here's how. The People Pathways Toolkit introduces 2 people pathways. The career pathway assists an individual in charting their career path within the organization, and the leadership pathway helps ensure a steady flow of leaders for the organization by providing tools and resources for the effective implementation of the first 3 steps of the leadership pipeline process: identify, assess, and develop. The deploy step of the leadership pipeline process is covered in detail in the Leader Transitions Toolkit, which provides tools and resources for both the leadership selection process, which helps ensure that we can select the most suitable person for a specific leadership position, as well as the leader transition process, which helps the newly appointed leader fruitfully transition into their new leadership position. This entire process is supported and accelerated by the Staff Development Cycle Toolkit, which provides at least 3 focused conversations between a team leader and their team members that can provide the valuable information necessary for the assess step, as well as development and transition plans for the develop and deploy steps. Well, this gives us enough to think about for now. In the next episode, we'll look at some of the specific tools related to the leadership pipeline process and how to use them. In the meantime, continue exploring the toolkits and begin using the tools on your own. Until next time, this is the LDHR Toolman. Have a great day using your LDHR tools.